What's up, YouTube? For tonight, I'm doing a full Easter team. A lot of you always say, why don't you put a theme team up yourself? So tonight I'm doing it. I'm going full scumbag and doing my own team. Okay, make sure you leave those team suggestions in the comment section below. And as usual, the highest thumbs up comment will be the winner. So I wish you all a happy Easter and break and stuff. Yes. Pig out on chocolate or whatever the hell you do. Have some fun. All right, I've already had a couple of drinks and stuff. I'm just gonna finish this video so I can chill out tonight. So I did this little cup team, and I've got 2 battles in here, so it should be really good. Now, had 2 quite quick battles, and they were both very, very funny. Let's get to this one anyway. So we have a Togepi lead, and this is a max special attack, max speed Togepi, and it's Serene Grace, and I just one-shot that Beldum right off the bat there. It lands, I thought it may go for like a, I don't know, just Iron Head or Takedown or something like that, or Stealth Rock. Anyway, so Eevee's going to come in and use Retaliate on me, and that's going to take poor Togepi out, so yep, Togepi pretty much gets turned into an omelette there. Alright, so I've got my, I nearly called that Lopunny then. I've got my Buneary using Retaliate 2, and whatever comes into this is going to get completely like messed up because I'm running Choice Band, and yeah, it's Stab, and it's got the Retaliate boost, and yeah, bye-bye, Chikorita. Yeah, that could have been a defensive Everlight variant, which mostly it is, and yep, that definitely wouldn't have lived against that, as you can see. Okay, I'm talking crap now. Anyway, so Eevee's going to come back in and probably, most definitely, use Retaliate again. I'm going to swap into my my eggs again. This is a defensive execute, and with Harvest, and that goes down to a Retaliate there. I'm not sure if that mattered or not, but I know it's quite bulky in defense there, so sad face. Anyway, so I'm going to bring in my Buneary again and go for a Retaliate. This was hilarious. That if you're counting so far, that's 4 one-hit KOs in a row. And so Scroppy's going to come in here. I went for the Retaliate on this one, and unless that had a Focus Sash for some weird reason, I didn't think it was going to live, and it did. So that's 5 one-hit KOs in a row, and holy shit, that was only it's only been that amount of turns too. So there's been a KO every fucking turn so far. Okay, so Eevee's going to come back in, and I'm thinking, well, it's going to use Retaliate again, but like the way this battle's going, I think that if we keep KOing each other's Pokemon, I'm going to be able to outspeed at the end. But okay, so Eevee does it like a double swap there, and into the Cyndaquil. Right, that's going to go for Eruption here. I'm very specially defensive here with Everlight, and that doesn't do too much to me there. I'm going to go for Toxic here. I probably should have gone for Hyper Voice, because Toxic isn't as good in Little Cup. Happiny doesn't have the greatest, probably the greatest moves in the world to use. It doesn't have Seismic Toss, it doesn't have a Soft Board or anything, so I had to make do with Rest and Natural Cure, giving it especially defensive and health, obviously. Okay, so in comes Totodile. Here, I'm just going to go for the Hyper Voice here. That does like nice damage. That's like a 3-hit KO. Totodile's going to go for the Dragon Dance here, and that's, any like physical attack to me is going to take me out now. I've got counter on this thing. It's pretty cool, but there's no way that I was going to like risk going for that. I just thought, let's get as much damage as I can. Okay, so Totodile was going to go for the Waterfall here. That's definitely going to take out my Happiny, and that's cool. I was happy with the, I was happy. I didn't even mean to do that. What the hell? That pun. Okay, so it's got Totodile's going to go down to the Life Orb damage, which we were seeing. That was nice. So that was good. So 4 Pokemon down there, and I've got 3 left. So in comes Cyndaquil. I'm thinking this thing is either Choice Scarf or Choice Specs. Yeah, I didn't want to risk if it was Choice Scarf because I'm running Choice Band, so I'm going to go into Egg Basket here, which is my Lotad. Now, someone put this, I'm giving credit to someone who put this on my Twitter. I cannot remember your name, but yeah, they come up with a Lotad as the Egg Basket, so I thought that was a really cool idea, and props to them for doing that. Okay, so another round of Eruption there. I just lived that one, probably because of that Toxic damage, weakening it slightly. I'm running Max Health, Max Special Attack with Rain Dance, Giga Drain. I'm splurring on my words, sorry, I've already had quite a bit to drink. Rain Dance, Giga Drain, Surf, and fucking Ice Beam. Okay, so into Mr. Bunny here. I'm going to go for Quick Attack, try and lower that Eruption power right down. Nearly takes it out there. That's cool. So this is going to be pretty weak. And it's, it still does, close to, probably a quarter of my health. So I'm thinking it specs after that. Could be wrong, but it's one of those 2 items. Anyway, so Eevee's going to come out. That's the last Pokemon. So I was like, well, I can probably big Banarian and just fucking like revenge kill this. So I go for Quick Attack. That does, well over half health. Eevee's going to go for Quick Attack here. And that just misses out on killing me. That was very, very close. And I'm going to finish off the battle here with a Quick Attack on the Eevee there. So an incredibly fast-paced battle there. And especially the first 5 turns were absolutely hilarious. That was crazy. Okay, next battle. So these battles were done on my chat as well. That is in the description of the video. If you do want to have a theme team battle against me, you can. That's where I accept all my battles, and that's where you'll see all the battles and my bloopers and absolutely everything. That's where it all comes from. Okay, let's get to this. So I'm straight off the bat here. I'm going for the Dazzling Gleam. It fucking crits that Totodile. That was such a good start. Oh, man. Okay, that was really good. So I was running Modest on this, as I mentioned maybe in the last video. Anyway, so they've got a Togepi too. So Eggles 3 is going to come out. I'm going to use the Ancient Power here. I'm trying to get like a scumbag Syringe Race boost. And, of course it doesn't happen. They're going to go for a Metronome. I'm like, oh my god, it's going to be one of these like trolley sets. It's going to go for Blaze Kick here. I was like, watch this like burn or something. That does a quarter of my health. So it's quite funny. It does, about the same as my Ancient Power. Now, I'm going for Ancient Power again. I'm trying to get that boost. The Togepi is going to keep going for Metronome here. So I'm hoping it doesn't get something like super effective because I'm screwed. Alright, so it's going to go for Stomp there. That does, I'm getting beaten by like a Metronome Togepi at the moment. I've got Scumbag Berry Juice, and that's going to get my health back all the way to full. The idea there was to get, at least one Ancient Power boost up and then start, sweeping with my main stab and all super effective attacks. Okay, so it's got Dazzling Gleam here. That does about a third of my health. Now, I was thinking, well, let's keep going for a boost. I'm eventually going to get it, maybe. And then Togepi's got Rest. I'm like, god damn it. I knew I wouldn't get a boost there. With Syringe, it does buff that boost a little bit, but still the chances are, it's nothing to rely on or anything. It's a very, very gimmicky set. Anyway, so going for my last Ancient Power there, that was, I used all my Ancient Powers up. Now, this has Sleep Talk as well, and they're going to get Dazzling Gleam right off the bat there, so that's, that's good for them. That does lots to me, so one more hit, I'm dead. I'm like, oh, please, I've got to take this one out, so let's go for the Dazzling Gleam myself. That does like quite a bit, probably like a little bit more than my Ancient Power there. Okay, so Togepi's going to go for the Sleep Talk again, and gets Dazzling Gleam twice in a row. Fuck, man, I want that Sleep Talk luck, come on! So that's my Togepi down, rip. That was like the best Togepi battle I've ever had in my life. Alright, so I'm going to bring in Mr. Bunny here. I've got Quick Attack on this. I'm just going to finish it off because I don't want to... Sorry, I just used Frustration because I was like, well, it's not going to be able to outspeed me, is it? So, Frustration. I gave it Frustration because the amount of times I've got screwed over by Return, like having not max happiness, yeah, makes me sad. Okay, so, what is this thing called again? Dino? I think Dino's? Yeah. So I'm going to bring in my my freaking eggs again. I hope I can have a better chance. I live on 1 health. That fucking invisible Focus Sash. Get on my level. So I'm going to go for the Orange Berry Harvest here. That was so close. That definitely looked like a choice band set there. I'm going to go for Protect here. I've got Harvest on this, so I'm going to try and harvest back that Orange Berry there. It's going for the Thief. I thought I'd go for like Outrage, but... props to them for making an interesting set there. There was some interesting sets in this battle. So I've got the Orange Berry. That's going to do... The only really time you need to use Orange Berry is pretty much on Harvest there. It's outclassed by Berry Juice pretty much. Okay, so I'm going to throw out the seeds there. Gen 1 has missed with the Thief, so that was really good. I was able to get some health back there with the Leaf Seed. Now, I could have gone for a Protect here, so I was like... I could go for it, or I could go for the Infestation. I was like, let's be a smartass and go for Infestation, because they probably got max damage the first time, and yeah, that sort of overconfident thing made my little eggs turn into an omelet again. So that sucked. I wasn't confident that I could win that one anyway, because it was doing way too much damage anyway. So I'm going to bring in Happiny here. Now, I've got Counter on this thing. That does like 3/4 of my health, and Counter is just going to completely annihilate that. There. So I'd say the Thief was for, say it gets knocked off and stuff, then you can steal an item, which is pretty interesting. Okay, so Eevee comes in. I was like, what's this going to be? Like another Eevee. It uses Covet. I just live there. It actually has an item, so I still retain my Everlight there. I just stayed in here because I thought I didn't want to like, swap into that Eevee, so I'll just let my Happiny die. There's not much point. It's on low health. It's not going to be able to do too much anyway. Right, so we've got three down on each side of the battle, so I'm going to bring in Egg Basket here. I was thinking, should I go for a Swift Swim, like Rain Dance here, or should I go for Giga Drain? Decided to go for Giga Drain, get some health back. That does some nice damage there. I was running max health, max special attack with Modest Nature. Now, after the Rain Dance, you could you could get to about 20 speed, which is nice and quick. Only like choice scarfs and stuff would probably outspeed you there. Okay, so I'm going to take the EV out. That's cool. That's all good. Now I was thinking I should try and get a Rain Dance up this next turn, depending on like what comes in. Fucking ET comes in, so I was like, oh, I've got to go for the surf here. I've got to get some like damage on this thing. This thing's really powerful in special attack. Just misses out in the kill there, and it's going to take me out with Thunderbolt. I'm not sure whether that was like choice specs or anything, but the Analytic boost and its special attack are really, really high, so it hits like a truck. Okay, so I've got Mrs. Bunny still left. This is my this set I used in the previous battle, so I'm just going to go for quick attack, a choice band there, and that's going to definitely take that one out. So that's cool. I've got both my the Easter bunnies are still left. So what's the fabulous? What's this one? Oh, this is Vulpix, the greatest moment in my Little Cup battling history is about to come up here. I did laugh for a very, very long time. Okay, so Vulpix is going to go for the flamethrower here. That does like a critical hit to me. Nearly takes me out, so that was really, really bad. I was like, let's go for the quick attack here, get some solid damage. Then I can go for the quick attack after that with the choice band and take it out. Okay, so Vulpix is going to take me out here with a flamethrower. That's cool. I've got quick attack on my... I keep calling it Lopunny all the time. Okay, I'm going to bring that in anyway, and I'm going to use quick attack to finish off. And it has leftovers, and it healed 1 health. I'm pretty sure they were meant to have Orange Berry, but it didn't really matter anyway because Retaliate was always going to one-shot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. There was some fun Little Cup battles here, and have a good Easter, guys. You're awesome. Peace.